Hi, my name's Daddy, and you know what? I don't just play Clash of Clans sometimes. I also play This Means War. I've played it for over a year. I've farmed my base to max, and I wanted to share with you the brand new EMP strike, and also what happens with the missile jammer as well, which is a little bit interesting. First of all, this is the way I've been farming up about 3,100, 3,200. I mean, clearly I've got a maxed out base, and you won't if you start, but the strategies are very similar. So I teased out the traps. There was a reason why I only sent 2 or 3 talons, the helicopters, up there, and that was to trigger off the traps, because I'd rather that my defences deal with their troops than my attacking troops deal with their troops. Does that make sense? Because I've got really strong defences. So down comes the rocket troopers, and I just want to clear out with some drones. There we go. Okay, now we're going to push up with our talons. Our talons are the helicopters, and they're pretty brutal against ground targets. And what I'm looking for here is I'm looking for bases with lots of loot, and I'm also looking for bases with the spawn points. So you see those little barracks on the right there, just inside the wall, and on the other side, they're enemy spawn points. There we go. I'm going to hijack that Cyclops, which is brilliant because it's got a railgun. It's going to start shooting straight across into their base. So it's the quick. There we go. That's the new EMP. So the EMP pulse is the level 3 Hexium barrack weapon, and it stuns enemies, and it brings their helicopters down, which is really, really big. I mean, very few people, I'd say maybe 20, 30 people in the game have got them. So I'm proud to get them, because it's level 3 Hexium. It took 120,000 Hexium to get, so it's a lot of work. So up go my talons, and I want to get them right in the corner there to take out those spawn points. Because once you've taken out the spawn points, you can drive the attack line of talons down, well, across to the left, and there's really very few defences at the back there, because what most people do is they put their defences up front. Here we go. Let me take out this Cyclops. Just wait for it to pop. There we go. Pop down my put down my hijacker. Hijacking enemy troops is absolutely awesome. It's great. You can just turn it against them. So the thing I love about This Means War, you know, I've actually stopped playing Bloom Beach now because I got bored with it. But you know, this is the game that I open up in the morning, and it's like I really want to raid this one. I mean, Clash of Clans is great as well, but you know, this gives me a nice bit of variety. And the reason I really love it is because it's asymmetric. Your base is always put against their base, so it stops people from just rushing their attack and failing on their defense. Because you know, you can't do it that way. You've got to have strong defenses to be able to survive when you're attacking. That makes sense. Right, so let me take out that airfield at the top there with my talons, and I've got pretty much all the blue the supplies now. So it's just really a matter of wearing down their defences now with my troops. The way the troops work is you start off with the troops that you go in with, and when your troops die or they become hijacked, and this is really important, the hijack bit, you can you get them back after a bit of time. So you see the timer at the bottom with the bars. You know, when they come back, I can deploy them again, which is great. So I'm going to take out that I'm going to try and take out that hex container at the bottom there, because hex is handy. And I don't have many troops left at the moment. It's 21 seconds to go. I've got 2 stars, so clearly. So there is no concept of a town hall here. You can't take the town hall and win. You have to. It's all done on percentages. Now these rocket buggies are really bad they're really good against my talons there. We're almost there. 2 seconds, 1 second, and that's a good win. So let's move over to heavy attack. So with the Hexium that's come in recently, we've now got the Hex tank, and the Hex tank is brutal. It goes through it does, I think, triple damage on buildings. It's a bit slower on against walls, but what we're going to do is we're going to do a heavy ground, but with hijacker attack. So remember I mentioned that if they hijack your troops respawn. Now there's kind of a feature here where if I allow them to hijack my Hex tanks, as they're going to do here, my Hex tanks are going to start to respawn. You see the respawn counter there at the bottom? It starts lighting up. So if I just leave it a little bit, and I can get more troops. So if I start off with 6, I could end up with 12. There we go. Okay, so they're going back up again now, and you kind of play this game where I've got, you know, I've got 12 hijackers, so I've got, you know, no shortage of hijackers. I just have to let the hijacked hex tanks get beyond. There we go. So they're respawning. You see, I've got 4 more coming. So I've now got I don't know, 8 or whatever, or 10. There's another one there that I can deploy, and it's a really good way of magnifying the number of hex tanks that you have on the field. So he's hijacked one again, and that's coming back down again. So I've really got this powerful line of Hexium death going down the top there. So I'll just take one. Yeah, that one's gone backwards and forwards a little bit, so it wouldn't respawn. Okay, that's going up to the top. Remember, the hex tanks have 150,000 HP. They are tanks, total and utter tanks. Now this is not a maxed out base, but it's you know, I just wanted to show you how they work. The next base we're going to choose is going to be totally maxed out. Well, totally maxed out as in i.e. they've maxed it, or they're upgrading a couple of defences to max. So yeah, bring down these hex tanks. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that 10 hex tanks? And we started off with 6. So that's pretty cool, right? So we're just going to finish that off. We've got the last heavy artillery there. Take out that heavy artillery. And there we go. Okay, they're taking mine over. Then I'm going to take them back again, and it's just going backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards. And oh gosh, okay, my hijacker's hitting a wall there. I'm going to have to take them back down at the bottom there. There we go. Let's take them back down at the bottom there, and push them back up again. And there we go. So of course their traps only work once, right? The traps only work once. So as soon as you know they've hijacked you, okay, I'm going to get that one. So I can get that. What is it called? Rocket launcher thing. As soon as they've hijacked you and you've taken it back, those traps can't work again. So you know you've got a profit, if you like, because your hijackers do respawn and their traps do not. There we go. So the blue hex is just going to destroy that wall. So that, my friends, is how you do a really heavy attack in This Means War. If you go up to, you know, I don't know, 34, 35, 36, you need to have some practice to hit heavy, you know, really big bases. So this is a really big base. It's got maxed out sentry towers. They're all lit up. So we're going to use the EMP pulse, and we're going to use one red deployment of hex tanks. So we're going to get some more up there, because I mean, anybody who's been up against sentry towers knows they're very, very overpowered. So you need a very, very overpowered troop in response. So I'm just going to let these hex tanks come down a bit out of the range of the sentries. There we go. Take them back again. Now that I've got 5 respawning, I can bring them back up. So there's 5 are going to respawn. There we go. Almost there. Okay, it's 2 respawn now. Get those in. Another one respawn, get that one in, and then we've just got like a mass, another one there. So you can see he's got level 9 walls, a couple of level 10 walls. The level 9's the green and level 10 are the red, which are brutal walls. I mean, those walls have, I think, 35,000 hit points, something like that, the red ones. Okay, so he's spawning back. He's taking a few of my hex tanks. I got 2 on respawn on the bottom. You can see the little bars are going along, so I'll take those ones, take that one there. Go on, you can do it. I just recently maxed out my hijackers as well, because I use them all the time, so I might as well use them. Okay, so he's hijacked 4 of my hex tanks. That means, well, I've got 8 hijackers left, so I'm going to take those back. 10 hijackers left now. It's just like a carousel, isn't it? Let's get them back up again. Come on, get back into the fray, chaps. So I can get those up. Oh, it's been taken again. We're going to take it again. There we go. Okay, so I got 2 on respawn now coming in, and it's coming back down again. So we've got a little carousel of hex tanks going backwards and forwards. Okay, there we go. So we've got some hex tanks right at the top there, burning their way through the buildings. They're just destroying. Look at the loot go down. It's amazing. There we go. Resources available. And he hasn't even scratched my base, of course, because he's been so busy dealing with my attack That's the difference, right? When you're going in with air, you need to tease out the traps. When you're going in with heavy ground, just go in hard. Go in really hard. Okay, so I've got 3 coming on respawn now. You can see the respawn timers at the bottom. So I'm going to dump those at the top there, see if I can take it out. Oh yeah, I've got the EMP, so I need to use the EMP. I should have probably used them a little bit earlier. Okay, let's take out those big heavy artillery. There's a whole ton of hijacking going on. I've got 11 hijackers, so I'm going to pop. Okay, let's pop those in the top corner there. Just sort of take it from 2 flanks, so it's more difficult for him to defend. I mean, I've pretty much got all the loot now. Now I'm just really going for the 2 stars. I want to try and see if I can get 2 stars on this base, because you know he's got 18% on me. I've got 57% on him. It's total domination here going on. I'm trying to get those tanks before they go past the walls, because if they go past the walls, I'm going to get them back again. Okay, let's dump that tank at the top there. Take out those with hijackers. So this is a beautiful thing. So when you first start off with the game, you're not going to have all this stuff, but the strategies are the same, right? You've got to get to the back and then across. That's really, honestly, the best way. So I've got 28 seconds left. I've still got that EMP strike. Let's see if we get a respawn from them, so I can actually show you the strike taking down an aircraft. So the other thing we've got is, of course, is the strike jammer. There we go. Gonna pop down that EMP strike. See, look. Well, there it goes, and there go the The other thing is the strike jammer. The problem is, not many people have missile strikes at the moment. So, but I'm going to show you on screen. That's what it looks like if you're under strike jam. There we go. 75 against 20%. Got 2 stars. Loads of loot. I hope you enjoy that. Yeah, I enjoy the game. It's on iOS only at the moment. I'm sure it'll be on Android eventually. But yeah, check it out. It's really good. Cheers. Take care. Bye for now.